Welcome to a deep dive into something that, well, it often feels like futuristic sci-fi, doesn't it? But it's actually already a profound, almost invisible architect of your everyday reality. Artificial intelligence. Seriously, from the moment your alarm goes off, AI is subtly shaping your world in ways you might not even realize. Our mission today is to pull back the curtain a bit, explore not just where AI is making our lives smarter, faster, easier, but also how it's doing it, and maybe what that really means for you.
It's pretty remarkable, actually, how quickly AI has woven itself into, the fabric of our daily routines. And what's often overlooked is just how seamlessly these advancements operate, often in the background. Makes them almost imperceptible, but they're fundamentally changing how we experience the world. So yeah, we're going to journey through a typical day, try and pinpoint exactly where AI is at work, and maybe more importantly, touch on the deeper implications of these interactions.
Okay, let's start right at the very beginning of your day then, waking up. Have you ever thought about how your alarm could be smarter than just, well, that awful blaring sound? We're talking about smart alarms now that use AI not just to wake you, but to understand your personal rhythms. What exactly is happening there when these devices try to wake you feeling more refreshed?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. It really illustrates AI optimizing something as fundamental as our sleep. These smart alarms, they aren't just guessing, they're leveraging machine learning models. They analyze biometric signals, things like your heart rate variability, movement patterns, often collected by a wearable maybe, or even a sensor under your mattress. And the AI uses this to precisely identify your sleep stages.
Okay, so it knows if I'm in deep sleep or light sleep.
Exactly. And then it predicts the optimal window, usually in your light sleep phase, to gently wake you up. Rather than, jolting you from that deep REM sleep. It's incredibly convenient, right? But it also prompts us to think, well, how much personal biometric data are we comfortable sharing for this? And what are the maybe long-term effects of letting an algorithm influence our natural biological cycles?
That's a thought provoker right out of bed. And it doesn't stop there, does it?
Yeah.
Many of us then turn to voice assistants, Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant for weather, news. Or maybe you find your smart coffee machine has already brewed your morning cup. Seems simple, but AI is definitely working there too.
Oh, absolutely. The voice assistants, they're often powered by natural language processing AI NLP, and they're constantly improving their ability to understand context, your intent, makes those morning briefings feel, well, more intuitive. And with smart appliances, it's often about predictive learning. Your AI coffee machine might learn your schedule, your preferences. It anticipates your need before you even say anything.
Like it knows I need coffee at 7 a.m. sharp.
Kind of, yeah. Or your robot vacuum cleaner, using mapping AI, might just start its cleaning routine autonomously. And while these things certainly make life easier, they also subtly shift our reliance onto these systems, potentially nudging us towards a more automated, maybe less personally managed environment. Just something to think about.
Okay, so the day progresses, and most of us, let's be honest, we reach for our phones pretty quickly. And here, AI acts like a sort of unseen digital concierge. It's filtering spam calls. That's a big one. Translating messages, even suggesting replies sometimes. It's almost like having a little PA in your pocket. But how is it doing all this so smoothly?
That's a perfect way to describe it. When your phone suggests replies or filters spam, it's leveraging sophisticated NLP models again, often combined with machine learning. The NLP helps the AI understand the context, the sentiment of a message, which allows it to generate relevant, possible responses. For spam, it's more pattern recognition. The AI learns to identify the hallmarks of unwanted calls or texts.
Right, so it spots the junk.
Exactly. And while this boosts efficiency and convenience a lot, it does raise that question again. Are we becoming overly reliant? Do these predictive tools subtly influence how we communicate, maybe even limit our own original thought when we just tap an AI-suggested reply?
Those are critical points. And this personalization, it goes way beyond just our text messages, right? I mean, think about social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. They seem to know exactly what videos or posts to show us.
Yeah.
How has AI become such a powerful curator of, well, our digital lives?
Mm-hmm. These platforms aren't simple filters. They use advanced deep learning models, constantly analyzing literally billions of user interactions, every, share how long you watch something, even just scrolling past. They use all that to predict precisely what will capture and hold your attention. This creates that incredibly personalized feed.
The rabbit hole effect.
You could call it that. And what's fascinating and maybe a bit concerning here is that while it ensures we see engaging stuff, it also raises critical questions about filter bubbles, echo chambers. Are we perhaps inadvertently creating a less diverse information diet for ourselves, where the AI just keeps reinforcing our existing views, potentially limiting exposure to different perspectives, shaping our worldviews in ways we might not even perceive?
That's a really significant implication. And it's not just curating anymore, is it? AI is also becoming a creative force itself. We're seeing tools help people create videos, music.
Absolutely. We're talking about generative AI models. They can produce original text, images, audio based on simple prompts. This really democratizes content creation. It lets people without specialized skills bring their ideas to life. It's a fascinating leap, blurring the lines between human creativity and, well, artificial creativity. And it's definitely reshaping industries like media, marketing, entertainment, you name it.
Okay, let's shift gears to work or study. Whether you're heading to an office or, hitting the books. AI is rapidly transforming that landscape too. Tools like ChatGPT, for example, they're becoming almost indispensable for tasks that used to take hours. Research, drafting emails. How is this AI revolutionizing our professional and academic lives?
Well, what's truly revolutionary here, I think, is the democratization of knowledge again, but also the automation of tedious cognitive tasks. Things that used to take a lot of human brain power but were repetitive. For students, AI apps are fundamentally changing learning, offering personalized support that was, frankly, unimaginable before. These tools, often using advanced NLP and machine learning, can help with language learning through interactive lessons. They can solve complex math problems step by step or provide adaptive practice for standardized tests like IELTS or PTE.
Personalized tutoring, almost.
In a way, yes. And in professional settings, AI automates tons of routine tasks. Scheduling meetings across time zones. Nightmare fuel, right? Analyzing huge data sets to pull out key insights. Drafting initial reports. This automation frees up human capacity for more strategic thinking, complex problem solving, creativity, the stuff humans are really good at. However, it also raises questions, doesn't it, about the evolving skills needed in the workforce and the potential for maybe de-skilling in certain areas.
Okay, let's talk travel. Imagine navigating your city. Remember paper maps or printing out MapQuest directions. Feels ancient now. Google Maps or similar apps, they become almost essential. They use AI not just for a static route, but to predict real-time traffic, factoring in accidents, road closures. It suggests the fastest way, constantly updating. How does AI manage that kind of dynamic foresight?
That ability for an app to dynamically reroute you in real time, that's down to some sophisticated predictive analytics and machine learning. These systems are constantly ingesting massive amounts of real-time data. GPS signals from phones, historical traffic patterns, accident reports, you name it. They use all this to build incredibly accurate models of traffic flow. The AI then uses these models to predict congestion before it gets bad and suggest optimal alternatives.
It's incredibly convenient.
Absolutely. Huge convenience, huge efficiency gains. But it also means we're, ceding some critical decision-making to an algorithm, like our chosen route. What if that algorithm has a glitch? Or more subtly, what if its priority speed conflicts with other things, like avoiding quiet residential streets? These are important considerations, I think, for urban planning and even just our individual sense of autonomy.
Exactly. And this reliance on AI for logistics, it extends to ride-sharing apps too, right? Uber or local services like Patheo or Tootle, depending on where you are. And then there's the big one looming, self-driving cars.
That's right. Ride-sharing apps. They rely entirely on complex optimization algorithms, matching drivers with passengers efficiently, calculating fares, finding the best routes. It's not just about getting a ride, it's a finely tuned network run by AI. And looking ahead, yeah, self-driving cars are the pinnacle, really, of AI in transportation, making complex, split-second decisions that, let's be honest, human drivers often struggle with. The technology promises safer roads, maybe reduced congestion, but it also brings profound societal shifts. Think about job displacement for professional drivers and deep ethical dilemmas. Accident responsibility. How's the AI programmed to choose in a no-win scenario? Big questions.
Big questions indeed. Okay, shifting again. Shopping. When it's time to buy something, whether you're browsing online or even just thinking about a purchase while looking at your phone, AI is right there. Online shopping sites especially are masters at using AI, recommending products that aren't just random. They feel curated based on your past clicks, your browsing history. It feels like they know what you want.
Oh, yeah. This is a prime example of AI's predictive power. They use techniques like collaborative filtering, deep learning. The AI analyzes your behavior, what you've clicked, bought, even how long you hovered over an item. And it compares your patterns with millions of other users to find similarities and suggest items you're statistically very likely to purchase. It definitely creates a custom shopping experience, helps us discover things we might genuinely need or like. But it also raises questions about the subtle manipulation of consumer behavior. Let's be frank, those personalized ads aren't just convenient, they're targeted precisely at you based on AI's predictions of your interests, your needs, all derived from your digital footprint. It creates this powerful commercial ecosystem, yes, but one where our choices might be, well, more influenced than we realize.
That's a really compelling point about influence. And beyond just shopping, AI plays a critical role in our financial security too, right? Digital wallets, banking apps. They use AI to protect our money somehow.
Indeed. Digital wallets, think eSiwa, Kalti, Google Pay, Apple Pay. They employ sophisticated AI security systems. These systems often use something called anomaly detection. They're constantly learning your normal transaction behavior, like where you usually shop, the amounts you typically spend, that kind of thing, to flag anything unusual, often in milliseconds. If an AI detects a transaction pattern that deviates significantly from your norm, it can trigger an alert or even block the transaction automatically, preventing fraud in real time.
That gives a lot of peace of mind.
It provides immense peace of mind, absolutely. But the flip side is, these AI systems hold incredibly sensitive financial data, which just underscores the huge importance of robust cybersecurity and, crucially, data privacy.
Okay, let's talk health and wellness. Even our personal well-being is increasingly supported by AI. Think about smartwatches, Fitbits, Apple Watches, Garmin's. They track heart rate, monitor sleep, count steps. What deeper insights are these AI-powered devices really offering us about our health? Is it just numbers?
They're definitely more than just fancy pedometers. They're like miniature health monitoring systems, using AI to interpret that constant stream of biometric data. The AI analyzes subtle changes, for instance, in your heart rate variability to assess stress levels. It recognizes distinct sleep stages from your movement patterns. It correlates steps with estimated calorie burn. And what's powerful here is the potential for truly personalized health management, moving beyond generic advice to offer customized fitness plans or tailored diet advice based on your specific needs and goals.
But is there a downside?
Well, a critical question arises. Are we risking maybe over-medicalizing daily life by constantly tracking and optimizing every single metric? And how do we ensure the data interpretations are always accurate and genuinely beneficial, rather than just inducing anxiety about numbers?
That's a very human concern, isn't it? And AI's impact on health goes beyond wearables into more critical areas, hospitals, for instance, assisting doctors.
Absolutely. In hospitals, AI is genuinely revolutionizing healthcare, assisting doctors in really crucial tasks. For example, AI-powered image recognition algorithms can analyze complex scans, X-rays, MRIs, CT scans with incredible accuracy, often spotting tiny anomalies that might be missed by the human eye, potentially indicating early disease. This enables earlier detection, sometimes even before symptoms are obvious.
Wow.
Yeah. Furthermore, AI helps develop precise, optimized treatment plans by analyzing vast amounts of patient data, historical outcomes, leading to more effective and personalized medicine. This capacity for early intervention in precision medicine is truly groundbreaking, though, again, it prompts discussions about things like clinical liability and how AI recommendations are integrated into human medical judgment. It's not replacing doctors, but augmenting them.
Okay, final stretch of the day. You wind down, shift into entertainment mode. AI continues to enhance our leisure, making free time more enjoyable, more personalized. Think about streaming services, Netflix, YouTube, Spotify, recommending shows, videos, songs you might love, often introducing you to new favorites you wouldn't have found otherwise.
Right. This is where AI acts as a kind of concierge for our leisure time. Again, using techniques like collaborative filtering, reinforcement learning, the algorithms analyze your viewing, your listening history, plus the behavior of millions of similar users, all to predict what new content you will find engaging. It's fantastic for discovery, no doubt. But the deeper implication, perhaps, is that while it introduces us to things we might love, it can also create these entertainment echo chambers. Are we potentially missing out on truly diverse or maybe more challenging content because the AI is always nudging us towards what's algorithmically safe and familiar based on our past behavior?
That's a fascinating thought, the idea that AI shapes even how we relax and what to choose to consume for fun.
Hmm.
And as you mentioned earlier, with content creation, AI isn't just recommending anymore, it's actively creating art, videos, even complex game environments.
Yes, exactly. Generative AI models are really at the forefront here, creating everything from unique digital artworks to dynamic video game landscapes. For gamers, AI makes video games far more immersive, more challenging, with smarter enemies that actually adapt to your playstyle, and incredibly realistic environments that respond dynamically to what you do in the game. This is profoundly changing our relationship with digital entertainment, pushing boundaries of creativity, immersion. But it also raises, philosophical questions about the nature of authorship, authenticity, and when a machine is generating the art or the world you're interacting with.
So wrapping this all up, as we've explored today, AI isn't just some future concept, some distant tech marvel. It's firmly embedded right now in pretty much every facet of your daily life, from how you wake up, communicate, study, work, shop, even how you relax. And looking ahead, it's easy to anticipate even smarter homes, where AI manages lights, climate, security automatically, making your living space truly intuitive. We can envision personalized AI tutors for every single student, adapting perfectly to their learning style and pace. And maybe disease detection becoming so advanced it happens even before symptoms show up, leading to much earlier, more effective treatments. What does all this mean for you, living day to day in this increasingly AI-driven world?
Yeah, this whole deep dive into AI's pervasive presence, it really raises an important sort of overarching question for all of us, I think. The more we understand AI, its capabilities, how it works, its subtle influences, the better we can leverage its immense potential to improve our lives. That's clear. But it also forces us to consider a critical balance. Is AI making our lives genuinely richer, more fulfilling, or are we perhaps becoming too dependent on its algorithmic nudges, potentially outsourcing our critical thinking, those serendipitous discoveries that happen outside the algorithm, maybe even aspects of our personal autonomy? It's a balance that we are actively shaping.
Yeah.
With every interaction, every choice we make as these technologies continue to evolve so rapidly.
That's a really powerful thought to leave everyone with. The power of understanding AI, not just technically, but its impact.
Right.
Understanding it to shape your own future and to critically engage with this evolving relationship we all have with these incredible and sometimes slightly unsettling tools. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and definitely join us next time for another deep dive into the world around you.